Hello, everyone. So, in this class, after the last class, what we have been left with is to discuss about the objectives of research. We'll discuss that, and we'll discuss some different types of research approaches. Now, in the last class, you know that what we mean by the term research, and you also got it that the purpose of research is to discover answers to questions for the applications of scientific procedures. And what was the main aim? The main aim of research is to find out the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered as yet. Okay, so we try to find out the hidden truth regarding some fact. Now, in case of every research, there may be different types of objectives, right? But if we consider some general ones, general in the case that will be applicable to suppose social science, or suppose uh, your business, and suppose we are talking about school of sciences, basic sciences, then school of engineering, okay, school of computing science. So some general objectives are there that you need to know. First one is to gain familiarity with a phenomenon or to achieve new insights into it. Okay, regarding a phenomenon, you need to find out some insights, some new insights. That is the first objective of any research. Now, this may be termed as fundamental research, or you can say exploratory research or formulative research. We'll discuss about those different types. Okay. Then second is to portray accurately the characteristics of a particular individual, situations, or group. And these studies with this object in view are known as descriptive research studies. जब हम क्या करते हैं, कोई भी particular individual हो गया, suppose some situations, suppose some, in general you can say some variable, we need to find out the characteristics of it and portray it. ठीक है, उस पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल हो गया, सिचुएशन हो गया, मैंने वेरिएबल हो गया, कोई भी ग्रुप हो गया, उसका जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, we try to portray it. Then this type of research studies is known as descriptive research studies, and this is also the objective of research, general objective. Then, to determine the frequency with which something occurs or with which it is associated with something else. Studies with this object in view are known as diagnostic research studies. See, these terms are very important. In the case of research methodology paper, you should be able to differentiate these different terms. Otherwise, these terms look same. आपको बोल दिया एक्सप्लोरेटरी रिसर्च, आपको बोल दिया डिस्क्रिप्टिव रिसर्च, आपको बोल दिया डायग्नोस्टिक रिसर्च, तो आपको ये डिफरेंट टर्म्स का एक्यूरेट मीनिंग पता होना चाहिए. देन ओनली यू कैन आंसर द क्वेश्चन, एंड मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस आर एमसीक्यू बेस्ड. इवन द एक्सप्लेनेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आल्सो यू नीड टू राइट द प्रॉपर्टी. ठीक है, तो ये पेपर में यही क्वेश्चन, इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन को टारगेट करते हैं. ओके, तो क्या बोला मैंने कि to determine the frequency of something that is happening or that is occurring with or with respect to some another event, then this type of thing is known as what? Diagnostic research. And this is also the third objective of research, to determine the frequency with which something occurs. Now, next, to test a hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables, like known as hypothesis testing research. See, in the last classes also, I discussed about the hypothesis, some kind of assumption you have considered during the beginning stage of your research. Now, you need to check that where your assumption, your hypothesis is true or not. Okay? So for that, what happens? You need to find out the relationship between those variables. You know, research variables like dependent variables, independent variables. Well, you need to find out the relationship between those variables. And this is also one objective of research. And this is also known as hypothesis testing research studies. Now, regarding the different types, I think objectives of research is clear to everyone. तो आप लोग क्या करना, at least objectives को और जो terms मैंने अभी बताया आप लोगों को, whatever the terms I have just explained, you note them down. It will help you. Some of you may be trying to crack the net examination, right? SET examination. So these questions may come or appear in your exam. So write it. Even in our semester exam also, this type of differentiation based questions may be asked. Now coming to the types of research. First, descriptive versus analytical. Now, descriptive research includes surveys and fact-finding inquiries of different kinds. মানে কি হৈছে descriptive research to survey include करा है और fact-finding inquiries include करा है. Descriptive research का मतलब ये है, आप लोग जानते हो ना सर्वे हम किस लिए करते हैं? You know about the survey, right? To find out some facts regarding with respect to some particular thing, right? So जिस टाइप का रिसर्च, उस टाइप का रिसर्च जिसमें सर्वेस हो गया, फैक्ट फाइंडिंग इंक्वायरीज हो गया, ये सब इंक्लूडेड है, then that is known as descriptive research. And what is the main purpose of descriptive research? The major purpose, ध्यान देना, the major purpose of descriptive research is the description of the state of it appears and it exists at present. मतलब वो जो particular variable के बारे में हम बात करें, वो या तो वो particular जो situation that we are talking about, why this is now in the current state, what is the major purpose of that current state, we try to find it out. मतलब अभी जिस सिचुएशन में वो पर्टिकुलर जिसके ऊपर आप रिसर्च कर रहे हो, वो करंट कोई एक स्टेट में, आप लोग जानते हो स्टेट क्या है, पास्ट स्टेट, प्रेजेंट स्टेट एंड द नेक्स्ट स्टेट. तो इस करंट स्टेट में क्यों है, क्या क्या रीजन था जिसके कारण वो अभी एक पर्टिकुलर पास्ट स्टेट से आके यहाँ आज का करंट स्टेट में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. तो ये जो पर्पस है, if we try to find it out, then it falls under descriptive research. Okay. In social science and business research, we quite often use the term ex post facto research for descriptive research studies. Social science का जो भी हो, या आप लोगों में से कोई भी बिजनेस स्कूल ऑफ बिजनेस से हो, पीएचडी कर रहे हो, तो आप लोग ये टर्म याद रख लेना. Some of you may be from social science or business, school of business, even for the basic science also. Okay, we need this. So read this term properly. Ex post facto research. Ex post facto research. और ये टर्म हम descriptive research studies को बताने के लिए ही बार बार यूज करते हैं, right? We use this ex post facto research term for descriptive research studies most often in the case of social science and business research. The main characteristics of this method is that the researcher has no control of the data variables. He can only report what has happened and what is happening. Most ex post facto research projects are used for descriptive studies in which the researcher seeks to measure such items like frequency of shopping, preference of people, similar data, right? तो ये जो इस एक्सपोज फैक्टर रिसर्च है, आप सपोज रिसर्च कर रहे हो इसके ऊपर, आप ये वेरिएबल को और मतलब आई टॉक अबाउट द वेरिएबल्स, राइट, इसको ऑल्टर करने की सोच नहीं रहे हो, बिकॉज इट्स हार्डली पॉसिबल. अब बस जिस चीज के कारण ये हुआ है, यू ट्राई टू फाइंड इट आउट, और अभी की सिचुएशन में है, यू ट्राई टू फाइंड इट आउट. ये सब ही आप कर सकते हो, बट you have no control over the variables. ध्यान रखना, ex post facto research का मेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है. तो आज का पहला क्वेश्चन ये है, ऑल ऑफ यू, आप लोगों को कमेंट करके आंसर देना है इस वीडियो लेक्चर में, और आप लोग जब आंसर दोगे अपना नाम लिखना मत भूलना. KX, what is the main characteristics of ex post facto research? ठीक है, कर लेना ये. Ex post facto research studies also include attempts by researchers to discover causes even when they cannot control the variables. The methods of research utilized in descriptive research are survey methods of all kinds, including comparative and correlational methods. In analytical research, on the other hand, the researcher has to use facts or information already available and analyze this to make a critical evaluation of the material. Now, what we are talking about, I already told you that in the case of descriptive research or in the case of ex post facto research, what type of approach we generally adopted. ध्यान देना, ये भी नोट डाउन कर लेना, surveys, right? So, ऐसे MCQ आ सकते हैं. The type of research where we employ survey-based techniques is part option A दे देगा descriptive, option 2 दे देगा आपका ये क्या बोलते हैं empirical, like हम ऑप्शन 3 दे देगा analytical. So आंसर होगा आपका descriptive. ठीक है. बट एनालिटिकल रिसर्च में हम क्या यूज करते हैं, जो आपके पास ऑलरेडी इंफॉर्मेशन है. देखो, सर्वे से हम क्या कर रहे हैं, विद द हेल्प ऑफ सर्वे वी ट्राई टू कलेक्ट द न्यू इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट. बट ये आपका हो रहा है डेस्क्रिप्टिव रिसर्च के. और एनालिटिकल रिसर्च में क्या हो रहा है, आप नया इंफॉर्मेशन फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हैं. आप ये जो रिसर्च करोगे, ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल जो फैक्ट्स है, इंफॉर्मेशन है, उसी को एनालाइज करके करोगे. ठीक है. यही इंफॉर्मेशन लेके आप क्रिटिकली इवैल्यूएट करोगे जिसके ऊपर आप रिसर्च कर रहे हो. मैं फिर से एक बार बोल देता हूं, आप लोग ध्यान देना. Descriptive research means we use survey-based techniques to find out some new inquiries, means new information, while in the case of analytical, we have to use the information that already exists. This is the main difference between descriptive versus analytic. ये लिख लेना, ठीक है. I hope this is clear to you. आप आते हैं next type, applied versus fundamental research. नाम से ही समझ में आ रहा है. From the name itself, it is clear that applied research aims at finding a solution for some problem facing a society or an industrial or what I can say business organization, where fundamental research is mainly concerned with generalization or with the formulation of this theory. I want to tell in simple words that in case of applied research, you try to find out solution for a problem that the society is currently facing. Okay, society हो गया, suppose some industry हो गया, business organization हो गया. If they are facing some problem, we try to find out the solution for this problem with the help of applied research. ठीक है. Now, fundamental research में क्या होता है, we try to frame a theory. We try to frame the formulation or try to deal with the formulation of a theory. We try to deal with the generalization of those particular problem and probable solutions, and thereby we try to formulate a theory. This is the case of fundamental research. समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है. एक के केस में हम solution find out कर रहे हैं. किसके केस में बताइए? Yes, applied research के केस में. You are right. और fundamental research के केस में हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एक generalization पे आने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, right? Generalization के केस में suppose humidity बढ़ गया, if the humidity is increased, then there is a high probability of rain. Okay, this may be a theory. Yes. तो ये डिफरेंस आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. Then gathering knowledge for knowledge sake is termed as fundamental research. Gathering knowledge for knowledge sake is termed as fundamental research. Research concerning some natural phenomenon or relating to pure mathematics are examples of fundamental research. I hope some of you are from basic science, and most of maximum of you maybe heard about applied mathematics and pure mathematics, right? And the research regard to that pure mathematics falls under fundamental research. ध्यान देना, ठीक है? Similarly, research studies concerning human behavioral carried on with a view to make generalization about human behavior also examples of fundamental research. However, research aimed at certain conclusions facing a concrete social or business problem is an example of applied research. ठीक है, तो मुझे एक अप्लाइड रिसर्च का एग्जांपल आप लोगों से चाहिए और एक फंडामेंटल रिसर्च का. ठीक है, रिसर्च टू आइडेंटिफाई social, economic, or political trends that may affect a particular institution. Marketing research, evaluation research are examples of applied research. But ये एग्जांपल नहीं सही, आप खुद एक एग्जांपल दो. Then we have quantitative research and qualitative research. Quantitative research is based on the quantitative measurement of some characteristics applicable to phenomenon that can be expressed in terms of quantitative, and while qualitative research is concerned with qualitative phenomenon relating to or involving some quality of kind. Suppose we are interested in investigating the reasons of for that particular human behavior, why people think or do certain things. We quite often talk about motivation research, right? So that motivation research किस चीज के लिए कर रहा है, ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है, राइट? ये क्वांटिटी के ऊपर जब हम बात करते हैं दैट इज क्वांटिटी, और क्वालिटी के ऊपर जब बात करते हैं दैट इज क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च. मोटिवेशन रिसर्च एक क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च का एग्जांपल है. ठीक है, आई होप इट इज क्लियर. तो क्वांटिटेटिव रिसर्च का एग्जांपल क्या होगा, ये भी एक एग्जांपल देना. So, मैं जो भी questions, whatever the questions I'm asking throughout the class, you should not skip any one of them. सबका answers आपको करना है, ठीक है? Then conceptual versus empirical research. Conceptual research is that related to some abstract idea or theory, generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop new concepts or to reinterpret existing one, while empirical research relies on the experience or observation alone without due regard for system and theory. It's a kind of data-based research coming up with conclusions that are capable of being verified by the observation और एक्सपेरिमेंट. ध्यान देना, कॉन्सेप्चुअल रिसर्च में क्या करते हैं, जो पहले से एग्जिस्ट थ्योरी है उसके रिगार्डिंग कुछ आइडियाज ले आते हैं, ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट सम आइडियाज with respect to the initially exist theory or try to propose a new one. ठीक है, that is conceptual. But empirical में हम क्या करते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस बेस्ड रिसर्च करते हैं. जब भी एक्सपीरियंस टर्म्स रिलेटेड होता है दैट इज आवर एम्पिरिकल रिसर्च. ये डाटा बेस्ड रिसर्च है. आप जो फैक्ट फाइंड आउट करने जा रहे हो उसके लिए आपको डाटा कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा और उस डाटा को एक्सपेरिमेंट के थ्रू आपको ऑब्जर्व करना पड़ेगा, देन आप कुछ फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, वो है एम्पिरिकल रिसर्च. ठीक है, आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? ठीक है, सपोज इस बार कोरोना आने का चांसेस कितना है in 2022? What is the probability of again a new wave of corona coming or means going to impact on our Indian economy or India itself? When you try to predict that thing, तो मुझे बताओ वो क्या होगा, conceptual होगा या empirical होगा? थोड़ा सोच के बताना. Think first, analyze, then only answer. Right? Your answer should reflect the maturity level of yours. Okay. Then some other types of research. All other types of research are variation of one or more that already we have discussed. Okay. From the point of view of time, we can think about research that either as one-time research or longitudinal research. In the former case, the research is confined to a single time period, whereas the later case, research is carried on over several time periods. तो जितना भी और बाकी रिसर्च से एक दूसरे का क्या है, छोटा मॉडिफिकेशन, लाइक समझ में आ रहा है? एंड इस तरह आपका डायग्नोस्टिक रिसर्च जो मैंने अभी बोला, हिस्टोरिकल रिसर्च सब हिस्टोरिकल डॉक्यूमेंट्स के ऊपर बेस करते हैं, कंक्लूजन ओरिएंटेड और डिसीजन ओरिएंटेड रिसर्च जब हम कोई पार्टिकुलर इंसान का फिलोसफी के ऊपर रिसर्च करते हैं, ठीक है? तो दीज आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ रिसर्च. बट जो रिसर्च टाइप्स मैंने इस क्लास में पढ़ा है, व्हाट एवर द रिसर्च टाइप्स वी हैव आई हैव डिस्कस इन दिस क्लास, you need to note each of them. You need to know the definition and example of each of them. And I'm repeating again, don't forget to answer the questions by comments. That will improve your knowledge regarding these different types of research. With this, I'm trying to, sorry, means I'll check your answers by 5 p.m. Okay, try to answer the questions by 5 p.m. I'll check it. So that's it for today. I'll take the attendance from your comments. With this, I'm concluding today's lecture. If any doubt is there, you may ask me to comment. Thank you.